So this is how it started. And this is what it looks like after, so stick around if you want to see how we've managed to get it looking like this. Miles better. So when I got the GSX-R, just before selling it, the previous owner put the Lextech exhaust on, I think just to tidy it up and make the bike look fresh. Now, I think you can all agree that the Yoshimura exhaust is a lot nicer, a lot cooler, more premium brand. I like this slash cut tips as well, and I think it's actually a bit shorter. I'll try and pick this up. So I think you can all agree that looks better. Well, if it was tied up, it would look better. So what I'm planning on doing is, see, this seems to be a common issue, like the paint or the coating, whatever it is, flaking off. I've actually seen a few Gixxers for sale with varying degrees of this on the Yoshimura can, which is quite strange because it is, I think it is like a £500 slip-on. But I'm guessing they've had some sort of design issue with whatever coating they've used. Anyway, so I'm planning on tidying this up, so clean it, see how much I can clean it all up, get all this tarnishing off of here, get this shiny again like that, and then I'm going to try and paint this and see if I can get it looking back like what it would have when it was new. You can see on the back, when I was in Halfords, I got a couple of the tins of the high temperature paint and sprayed them on just to see what they look like. I don't think it was really worthwhile because I never had a chance to mix them or shake them rather, so I think all that came out was thinners because it wasn't sticking to that bit there, or it was clear. So first off I'm gonna try and polish all the tarnishing out, and then next mask everything off and try and paint it. So keep watching to see how I get on. So I've got the drill with like a polishing type pad on it, reasonably high grit, so I'll see if that'll pitch this. So after a couple of minutes with the drill, you can already see that it looks miles better. So next I've got some teacup metal polish, so I've got a little rag. I'm just going to put it on, rub it in, see if I can get bring it up to a little bit more of a shine. So after using the metal polish, there is a bit more of a shine on it. And next I just need to tackle that paint finish. So that's everything masked up, badly I might add. So I'm just gonna go outside and I'm gonna hit the back of it with a couple of sprays of this, just to see if the paint will take to it. I've already had it in the sink heating it up in hot water and giving it a good shake. So hopefully it'll work. So I'm going to use this as like the test patch, this bit here. If I can get that to take the paint, then I'll probably give it a proper clean with like IPA or something. And then I can try and tackle this, which is obviously the worst bit, and it's the bit you see when you're looking at the bike. By the way, how good is that looking? Obviously it's very fresh. There is going to be a step in the paint, but I think the camera's exaggerating it. It doesn't look that bad in real life. But I think when it dries, I think it may actually be usable. So I'm going to leave it overnight, and then I think I may try and fit it to the bike, start it up, and then use the heat from the engine getting into the exhaust to try and accelerate the cure a bit, because it did say something about that in the instructions. I might put a little bit more paint on here actually, just, it looks like I've not really done that bit, and I don't want the finish to be different. So So it sat overnight and this is how it's looking the next day. So I'll peel that masking off. How good does that look? Like new. Let's start taking that off. Now I think you'll agree it looks miles better with that all shined up. This freshly painted, and there is actually some paint runs on the back which you won't see, but they're actually from when I tested the paint in Halford, so you can see that there. Because it's hidden, I'm not going to bother cleaning it up, otherwise I probably would have rubbed it down. But yeah, really happy with the result, assuming the paint stays on, but there's no reason it shouldn't because it is high temperature paint. So I'll get it rigged up to the bike. And now this is how it looks on the bike. So miles better than the Lex deck that was on it. So if you want to see more stuff like this, like and subscribe.